Hello, brothers and sisters of land. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down in the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, that means it's something very important. And everything I say is fucking important. If you have any comments, suggestions, or roast fests, insults, you please put it down below. Comments, suggestions, questions, or insults, you put it down below. Anything that's approved, it will be shown. Anything that's not, will not be shown. Okay. To all of you people who don't know me too well and just entered my channel, please understand the universe has brought me to you to me, and of course, I'm just unique in my own special way. I am not a monotone person, so I'm not boring. So I have personality and also animated facial features that are pretty hilarious. Some people may say they remind me of David Chappelle, and I say I'm far funnier than David Chappelle, okay? But, of course, he set people up. He charged your asses. I remember that shit. You know, he had a stand-up comedy one day, and he set everyone up, okay? And anybody lost part of their money, okay? He was like, fuck you. Rick James, motherfucker, Rick James, okay? But I'm far funnier than he is, and I don't have that kind of, weird, white, twisted sense of white humorism, okay? I'm more on the black side. You get what I'm saying? More on Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, Cedric the Entertainer, I'm a little bit more pizzazz about myself than that, okay? Now, okay, let me get, I already wasted 1 minute and 40 minutes of your time. So, yes, you already know, I gotta watch my daughter 20 hours a day and beat my wife 40 hours a day. I will go on with the subject, but I digress. This video is going to be about... Oh, did the wind blow my shit? Oh, my God. The wind blew my paper in my notes, okay? Hold on for a second. I will find it very shortly. All right. Hold on for a minute here, and I found it. Here we go. This video is going to be about... Stop caring so much. Or this video is going to be called... I'll title it a certain way. For MGTOW. This is for MGTOW, guys. This is for your MGTOW guys. Okay, so, there's a lot of videos out there who doesn't have a personality like myself, but they're very monotone. But I don't really mind if they get more videos, views, and likes than I do. I don't really mind about it, because I'm not looking for money or views or subscribers. But if you wish to, you can, okay? This video is going to be Stop Caring So Much, because I am actually the real McCoy. I actually had menage a trois instead. I've seen two pussies and side by side one another. I have done those things. And I'm not saying I'm an alpha male or some shit, but I had to transform into an alpha male to see both sides of the fence. I'm on the intellectual side, and also I'm on the alpha male side. So I'm kind of like stuck in between. I'm the guy who uses the dildos for used pussies. Okay, so you never heard of that shit before, right? Now, okay, on with the subject. Now, stop caring so much, but I'll tell you it a different way. So, we'll call it Emerald Pill 2, okay? When you're dealing with women, okay, you should always think with the emerald pill, okay? You don't want to go through the... I know a lot of guys out there who are inexperienced, who are in the blue pill level, and then you get the experience, you get to the red pill. I already know about that. After the red pill, then there's the red pill, there's the purple pill, okay? And then you start trying to be manipulative, you try to be smart, okay? But then that always doesn't work, though. The emerald pill studies all sorts of algorithms in all different aspects. It's a pandemonium pill. Okay, if you go to my past video, it says Emerald Pill. The origin starts here. You understand that's the beginning. You always have a plan. Okay, I just want you to know that if you stop caring so much and you put the sexuality down by 10%, you have to knock it down. Masturbation is better than sexuality. Okay, that's what most intellectuals do anyway. Okay, porn. Okay. You have to understand that after you watch porn, you want your female to be that way, but you know that will never happen, okay? Unless she's properly paid or she's a prostitute, okay? Most women are, 70% of women are prostitutes. A lot of women aren't really that good in bed anyway in the first place. It's all about pussy elasticness, okay, and expression on the face, okay? And if she got a nice ass or not, if she can hit it from behind the correct way. But let me go down the list here. Always have a plan. Okay, have many plans. You don't play with women. Women are out to get you, okay? You are the victim, and as you should know, this is statistically a fact, okay? Because you have to understand that women don't approach men, okay? You already know that, so you're taking a chance. You're taking a high chance. You approach a woman on her period. You approach a woman on her fucking mood swings from her past histories. You're going to have a problem with you because she's going to always be thinking to use your ass from the start. And you can't tell. Even females who seem innocent. I've dated some females who basically seem innocent and they had some kind of agenda. They're not interested in being subservient. They wasn't. But then I realized, wait a minute, instead of trying to think about suicide, because my first hurt, I got my first love and so forth, why not think about things? Read more about women, okay? The second step, if you're taking the emerald pill, you have to be reflective. So whatever the woman gives out, you give kind of less. You know you have more to give, but you got to get less. So if you're expecting something you told her and she can't do it, you have to be nonchalant about it, like everything is okay, because you're gonna try to get that ass, right? See how the emerald pill works? You cannot care so much about the pussy, even though the pussy's maybe banging, because that's the only quality she has, right? So you got to be reflective on everything she does. So if she says something negative to you, you got to give her 2 back negatives. Because I don't play eye for eye. That's normal. Okay? An eye for an eye, you know. But if you take an emerald pill, it's an eye for an eye. Okay, you know, you poke my eye, I'm poking both of your eyes. It may seem kind of spiteful, but you should be reflective like that. And also, if she gives you something good, you have to give her 2 times more good back. You know, so that's the balance of things. So she can teach her a lesson to understand that you ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? And I told you about the crazy love thing. Look at my video that says crazy love. You got to give her a sort of crazy love to where no man can compete with you. You got to be a Renaissance man. You got to study everything. Mainly study law. It's very important to study law. Be the good and then the bad person. Okay, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand how that works. It's like you start off good, but you have to see a flaw in her in order to start off bad. Okay, because you really don't have any flaws. Maybe your appearance may not be super attractive or anything like that, but you have to understand you are the man. And if that's the only thing she's looking at, then she's way too superficial. Because men just don't look at the pussy. They fall in love with the pussy first. Just like women fall in love with appearances first. But most of the time when a woman falls in love with appearances, okay, they're not being sexually pleased down there. They're not. Okay? They're not babies. They're only going off on how the beauty of the man is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they don't want to be alone. It's just that the beauty of the man overrides the sexuality. Did you know that? Most women don't care about the men that they're with. They really don't. Okay? This is a fact. Okay? Women taught me this shit. Women teach me this shit. I learn from women. Okay, and I'm trying to say good and bad because sometimes you got to split your personality on both sides. Tyreek Nasheed said it. You got to be the king in the house and the thug in the bed. Okay, you got to be kind of like a mixture of both things. Okay, you got to be a Renaissance. I told you about this before. You got to mix and breed, mix it up. Okay, the next thing is that you know her many flaws. Okay, record her anger. You know you have a recording somewhere. What if one day you got in trouble? And basically, you can't defend yourself in the court of law. She says rape, but you know she's a liar. And you know you recorded her. Re-recorded her and everything. And the law may say it's against the law, but you have to defend yourself because you're a paranoid person, right? You're mentally ill, right? You got to have things to back up what you say and back up what you say. So you don't seem like the bad guy. In the court of law, you don't really need a great lawyer. You could just use yourself as a lawyer because you studied law, right? Here you go. That's the emerald pill. Okay, record her abuse. If she abused you, you got to put a hidden camera somewhere. Okay, you got to put that shit up because the courts have to see some sort of evidence that she was abusive. The courts have to hear all that stuff because you're not doing nothing to her, right? I'd say to women, I know magic. That scares them right from the jump. Okay, I say I killed women. Okay, I killed women in the past, even though that may be a lie. You may have to lie to do that shit. You tell the courts I have to do manipulative things in order to protect myself. Okay, so you see how the courts have to, take counter measures, okay? You ain't killed nobody. The courts already know that you're no murderer. Courts can actually tell if you're a murderer or not. Most of the time, if you look at someone's face and see if there's a murder, most of the time you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You watch the Mentalist motherfuckers? There's a way of telling if they're a murderer or not. You can. You get algorithms on the YouTube. It's all on the internet. You can tell, maybe I'm not a murderer. Maybe because the mole on my face. Maybe it may seem like a murderer, but I'm not no murderer. I tell my wife all the time I killed 3 women. Okay, maybe did, maybe I did, maybe I did not. Okay, maybe I ate their bones like Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, you got to think like that. Okay, now, the next thing is that obey the law at all times. Since the law is mostly biased, okay, if you obey the law, then you will have no kind of problems. I told you got to be the good person first, and then the bad person second. Okay, women. Okay, let me see. Women are very seasonal. Okay, women are very seasonal. I keep telling this over and over again. You have to be seasonal just as she is. So let's say you really want a family, right? And you feed with a female that you know she's gonna change, she's gonna flip. That's why before I brought my wife over here, I kind of figured, okay, she's gonna be seasonal, so I had to have backup steps in order to keep her trapped. So if she go to the police or talk to someone, I have a backup for that. You see what I'm saying? She's seasonal. She's not stable. She wanted to take advantage of me. Okay, and a lot of white guys. And one thing I'm confused about is how a lot of white men go over to Russia and shit, and they bring these women back over here, and they get caught up on the TV program called Snapped TV series. You know, a lot of more men die by the hands of women, which is not reported, but they got a TV show about it. Okay, when men die at the hands of women, foreign women on top of that too. I was shocked. Okay, I was fucking shocked, right? And so let me continue on, but I digress here. If women are far more seasonal than men, okay, let's get that fact out of the way. 70% of the women they're not interested in just being with a nice guy or an intellectual guy who can treat them right. They're interested in someone who looks. Their approach to men is more shallower than men. Okay, while men just need a sexual healing. Okay, you see what I'm saying? While women don't just need sexual healing, they need the appearance. And then they feel that sexual healing afterward, even though they don't feel it down there. Because there's a lot of attractive men who don't know how to fuck. Okay, I know this. This is what women tell me. Okay, I learned from women. Okay, I told you. I played in the background. I played as a boy toy. Okay, I never sipped. Women took me out to dinners because I knew how to talk. Okay, I'm not a boring person. I know how to talk to females. Okay, now you got to play the game. Okay? This is all about the emerald pill. Okay, y'all guys. Okay, you warn a bitch. You tease a bitch. You teach a bitch. Okay, you heard it sound like some pimp shit, right? You play with the bitch's titties. You tease a bitch and you don't give her none. And you warn a bitch. That will literally make her go crazy. She don't know what the fuck to do. Her panties will get wet and I'm like, what the fuck, you just touched my nipple and shit and I'm fucking horny. Okay, I get wet and stuff like that and I don't know what to do. I had that shit said to me. Okay, y'all MGTOW guys, think like that. Think like that in a more eccentric type of way to where you won't be touched. Because everyone can be touched. But even if you die, you have a backup before that, okay? If I die, her shit is all fucking ruined. My dog will fucking suffer a little bit. But I hope to God that I don't die before I get a stroke or some shit like that. She does stress me out, though. I'm an OCD type motherfucker. OCD. Okay, I like to keep shit clean and she likes to mess it up. Okay? I better be quiet. She hears me. Now, okay. 40% of statistics show that for at least 40% of the male alpha males are man-child children, thugs, pimps, hustlers, and men who have a lot of money. Okay? Hugh Hefner could be an alpha male. Okay, but you see how much money he has. His money makes him an alpha male. So if you have money, everything seems to be. You attract women like chicken heads, like flies to shit. Okay, you just attract women, but you gotta understand to use them like groupie bitches. Groupie bitches love rock stars, right? Flies to shit. Okay, so you gotta understand to take advantage of them over they taking advantage of you. You may even have to kill a bitch. I keep telling you this. It's a disclaimer. I say don't do it, but people do it anyway. I know it happens. Okay, hold on.